Ease your mind, make you no go kill yourself. When you go make them, now only God go know. You dey try, make you no go lose yourself. No go stress yourself, cause no be you get yourself. Oh Lord, say now you go forgive me peace, everything.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nice Corner. Hope you guys are wonderful and you are blessed. And before anything, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can keep up with everything in Nice Corner. And today is part 2 of my conversation with Fred and Richla. And Fred, we're going to be picking up where Fred is going to talk about infidelity and cheating and all that stuff coming from a Ghanaian male's perspective. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. So stay tuned.
So I read from a friend's status on WhatsApp, and then he was like, "Oh my God, our ancestors, oh dear God, what were the secret of our ancestors, our fathers, that they were doing, that they were able to marry 2, 3, 4, 5 wives, and then they were peace at home. And now we are having a wife and a garden. Do you know what a garden means? Yeah. Now you have a wife and a side chick.
Oh,
yeah. You have a wife and a side chick, and it's like hell on earth for you. There is no peace at home. You know something?
Yeah.
You know, when we bring in the Bible, it is what the Bible teaches us. That is why I'm saying Ghana is more of tradition. You see, there are kind of ways that we do things over here that is being extracted from the Bible. It's being taken from the Bible. You see, our way of getting married over here study the Bible well. And that is why way back then our fathers were able to marry 4, 5 wives and then they are peace at home. But now they are saying those kind of marriages are no good. But I don't want to bring in another thing else. Today, a man gets married to one woman, and then the man is having a side chick, and there is war at home.
Right, because I mean, it shouldn't be done.
Yeah, it shouldn't be done, because that's what I'm saying. That women are like trying to be a little more assertive. It was like that before.
Putting
my foot down.
It's because of how women of today, like Ghanaian women, now how they want to learn from different cultures, which they are not brought up from. You see, the thing is, if you know who you are, and you know how to do your things, and there will be peace at home. You see, you have to know where you are coming from and know how you do your things, not necessarily because of how somebody is doing his or her thing in his house. You get what I mean? So if you are doing something and you want peace, you have to do it in a way that you have peace, not in the way somebody is telling you. Because when you study how the Americans do their things in their country, it is making them progress. But Ghana, we have thrown away our culture, and we are rather retrogressing. It's a valuable thing our fathers left for us, and we've left it. No, yeah, it is a good thing for a wife now to step out and work in support of the husband. But the Bible tells us that you, the wives, know that the husband is the head, as Christ is the head of the man. So in our local language, we adapted it from the Bible, saying we call our husbands, or wives call their husbands over here, Mira. Mira means my Lord, as the Bible teaches them. So they were using it in the Bible way, and they were peace and they were strong. But now there are a lot of broken homes, and look at the case. If God doesn't come in, case turn out to be whatever else they want to be. Some on the streets, and some of them are doing bad things. I'm not saying way back then things of such nature weren't happening, but if you look at now, things have gone way out of hands.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think there's a lot of
that's the first thing I put on board, that we have thrown away our culture. And we have thrown away our style of doing things. And then we have adapted, or we are learning from different culture. And that always makes us followers.
Yeah.
Because the things that our fathers were doing, and then they were strong, we have stopped doing it. And now we are learning from different culture. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean?
I get it, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it is harming you. It is pulling you down.
Yeah, it depends on how people do it.
It depends.
Right, kind of like you pick like I would say there's like parts of probably like all cultures where it's a plus and a minus. You gotta take the good with the bad. You don't want to take the negative from a culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when you come to Ghana, you have to know where you are. You are in Ghana, you are not in any country else. Yeah. So you do the things that will help you, not the things that somebody is doing in his country.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
that
so you
have like that intuition type of thing, because it's been proven that women have more foresight than men. I'm going to be really honest with you. I feel that men have a role in the Bible to play. That's why he's the head.
I think most men. I think as much as they try, they are short-sighted, and you are not. And I think that they can't tell each other that, and women that don't have the right to tell them that. You understand? I think most, like what you said, like broken homes are like a record high at this time, and I don't think it's in any part women's fault. At first, when you were a wife, and especially like a Christian, and you were in a house and your husband is cheating on you, you don't have the right to leave him. Why would you leave him? He's taking care of your kids and he's taking care of you. So when he's cheating on you, take it. And they'll say that respect your man. So if your man is beating you, stay. Why will you leave? Don't do what he said. Don't do what you did that made him beat you. You understand? That's
where the problem is lying.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know, people in relationships, people according to the Most High, since we're talking about the Bible, they're not falling in line to what the Most High and the Bible has told them to do.
But a woman will do that, but a man will get his money. He has like 4 different women outside that he's taking care of them. And a man will go outside and then go and give birth to another child. And then in certain cases, a woman will take the child into their house.
You understand that? Yeah, even he was sharing that with us one time.
Yeah, it happens. And when now the women a little bit are trying to say, no, this is not right. Like, if a man is not treating me right, I won't stay.
I mean, it's a 50-50 thing. If, you know, a man is being mistreated in a relationship, if a woman is being mistreated, you know, it's just a thing where, and this is where it boils down to, too, falling in love. Yeah. If you love the person that you're with, you know, you would never think of that. So it's like, or think of hurting that person or mistreating that person in any shape, form, or fashion. So I'm asking both of you, as Ghanaians, do you feel that relationships here are based on love? Do you think they're based on other things sometimes? What do you feel that a lot of relationships here are based in?
I think growing up, we try to say, we want to fall in love with our partners or people that we were with. Yeah. And growing, I don't think we fully understand what love actually means in that concept. You understand? We just want someone who will take care of us and give them kids. That's what eventually we are all going down to. You understand? I know most women won't admit it, and even most men won't admit that, but it's true. What we are all working towards is getting a husband and giving birth to kids. You understand? That's what
somebody like take care
of you. You understand? Okay. So sometimes even I don't think most women actually even factor in the love. It's just more like a tolerate. If I can tolerate someone long enough, then that's good enough for most of the women that are now today. Because some of our friends, like even the youth, they like, oh, I'm in love with this person, and you'll get married, and in like a few years or I know a friend who got married immediately after we completed high school. And the last time I was talking to her, she was like, oh my God, marriage is so boring.
Because I mean, you have to be married for marriage. You know, I mean, marriage is something that you don't take lightly. You know, if you're young, you still want to experience more things. You know, so sometimes marriage, you know, you have to be ready for it. But so that's the female point of view. What is for Ghanaian men here in terms of marriage? Well, you know, what do you think it's based in a lot of times?
Marriage, you know, as I said earlier on, I was based on the fact of what I started with. You know, it's a cultural thing, where it's coming from. So it's like men, get into marriage like they're looking for a woman, to give birth and then have a family. And most especially, pressure comes from other side. You are growing, you are getting to certain age. At this age, you should get married. You should find a woman to get a woman. So at times, marriage necessarily in Ghana here, most of marriages are not built on love.
Wow. So do you guys
it's
think
like
that's a problem?
20-80% most of the time. Mostly, we just find someone we can tolerate and respect.
And I think
someone you can live, like, can tolerate someone, and then like you respect the person like a minimal amount. Then you be like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You get it.
And you couldn't let me land with what I was saying. And this is another factor for the broken homes as well. This is also another factor because marriages are not built on love. And as the Bible teaches us, what love is, love forbears, love forgives, it doesn't keep records of, evils.
Yeah.
And so we don't build it on love. Whatever that happens in the marriage, it just let us aside. I say that is what it is. And then, I'll speak to my male friends and then the males out there, telling them that, when you read the Bible, Ephesians tells us that women are made in a way, God created in a way to be submissive. So you see that more in them. And then husband or men are made to love their wives. So as a man, you have to love as Christ loved the church. It's a must for every man to learn how to love a woman if you want to be with a woman. And then love doesn't cheat.
Yeah.
You see, love doesn't bully. Love is not puffed up. You see? So if you want to get into marriage, not necessarily because of what people are saying, don't base your marriage on it, or don't apply or walk by the pressure given to you by the society that you are getting to a place that you have gotten to a level that you should get married, or your colleagues are getting married, so you have to rush into marriage because of that. And it is happening. So if you ask the question that is our marriage is based on love, I'll tell you most of the marriages are not based on it. So the answer is no.
I'll say this though, when it comes to marriage, it is important to have that, I would say, that chemistry and that connection. If you have a connection with that person, means you're not going to tell this person anything. You really, it's falling in love. You fall in love with the person, plus that chemistry, that spark, that pizzazz.
I feel like when I meet someone, I should be excited to be around that person.
Right.
When the person calls you, it doesn't feel like inconvenience. Like when someone calls you and like, oh, why is he even calling? Do you understand?
Right.
If you feel that way, I don't think you should go any further in that kind of relationship. It's not. I think we as Africans or Ghanaians, we actually don't even find it as a problem that you guys are saying that it's a problem that we don't marry for love. It's not a problem to us.
No.
I don't even think that most of us have even realized that, because we can't even tell the difference between love and lust, or like admiration, or like obsession or something. We can't tell the difference because growing up, like I know sometimes I envy like some of like our Western brothers and sisters. Growing up, their parents would tell them they love them, like it's a normal thing. Your mom say I love you. I don't remember the last time my dad even told me that he loves me. It's not even a thing.
Love is not a thing that we usually say.
It's weird. Like, why would you tell your mother? What was wrong with you?
You see, it's our understanding about love.
It's almost love for us. Love is not something that. Love is like a bad thing, like kind of here. When you're in a house with your mom, you don't tell your mom you love her. She asks what's wrong with you. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Why would you say something like that? Yeah. I remember when you say I love your hair, don't say that. Stop it. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's say I like him or her. Don't say I love.
It's wrong. You understand? Me growing, I don't. No one ever says they love you. In love, it's not very common. Like something that they say. I said it's almost like when you're even preaching love, and I think we can't even tell the difference between love, lust, persuasion, obsession. We can't do all that. We just put all of them in one box. If you can tolerate someone long enough, you love the person. That's for us.
Wow. Because I've done on my channel a lot of videos about relationships here, and a lot of people diasporans are coming here, and a nice number of them are women.
Yeah.
Are women, and kind of a nice number of women here, not all, are single. They're single with kids, maybe, or just single coming by themselves, and they're looking to, get into relationships here and date and hopefully find, the one, exactly. But, with us talking about this and discussing this, I'm really getting a deeper understanding from you guys of how culture works. And merging those two, it's possible, but it can be kind of challenging.
Definitely.
Because of where we come from, it's not, a horrible thing. So, oh, baby, I love you. Baby, I care. And really showing that. And I have to say, I've been in a couple relationships, with men from here. And I've noticed that there's a little bit of a problem for me of emotional availability. Being there, being, kind of having, because like I said, I want to have a friendship with that person. I don't want it to be a situation where it's like, I just talk to you here and there. Like you said, you want to have that feeling, being, excited to see that person. But I feel that it's a situation where it's almost like that. It's almost like an emotional detachment.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out if that is a trait of not some, or not all, but some Ghanaian men here, of kind of like that emotional detachment, unavailability. Is that a trait?
Yeah, it's almost like a requirement, honestly, because now if you have a boy, I guess now things are a little bit different because of cell phones and all that. But at first, if you like someone or even love someone, I guess we would say love someone. It was okay if you were talking to the person in like a week or like two. Yes, and it's just fine. Yes, like you miss the person a little bit, but it was okay. You can live with that. Yes, I know it's a little bit different now because of the cell phones. That means your boyfriend has a cell phone, you have a cell phone. So if they're not talking to you, that means there's something wrong. You can tell. But before, it was okay because like if you haven't seen the person, when you see the person, you talk. You understand? You get it. But it's almost like a requirement when it comes to emotional. Like we don't have that kind of emotional connection. You understand? We feel everything for us. It's almost most of our relationship is physical with most of them. If their physical compatibility is okay, they're okay. You understand? If the person haven't even told them that, oh, I love you, it's not a big deal. If you're in a relationship with someone, I think with some of the Americans or even Western, if someone you have been in a relationship with someone for a year and the person hasn't said I love you, it's a problem. But that's just not. If you date someone, the person hasn't said he loves you, it's okay. You guys are still in a relationship. The person telling you that they love you, that's not what it's, let's say, it's not a requirement. If you haven't told me you love me, but you're deaf for me and talk to me, it's okay for me. That's what we were brought up with. Because in our homes, no father or no mom will be going out of their way to tell their kid that they love them, or like giving them some kind of like positive reinforcement or anything like that. No, we don't do that. When you get up, when your mom gets up in the morning, she wants to go to work. It's most of the growing up, we feel like almost like our moms take care of us because they have to, and we are okay with that because we feel like that's the best we can get, and we work with that. You understand? Yeah, most of us feel like almost like a burden to our parents, but we feel it's okay. What you're getting from your mom, that's what she can do, and we appreciate them. We even love them more for that. Yes, because that's how we were brought up. Yes.
So there you have it, guys. If you guys can believe it, I have a part 3 to this conversation, but you're gonna have to stay tuned for that one because I have other videos to show you. But when we come back, we're getting into sex. It's going to be some really juicy conversation that I think you guys are gonna want to hear, coming from Ghanaian culture, and trust me, I even learned some things about it. So these are informative for me as well. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this information with others. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.